So in today's episode I'm going to show you a golf course that I visited in September. I didn't have golf clubs that day, but I did have a drone, and you'll see that very shortly. I'm also going to reveal some pretty big news. But before I get to that, just take a look at this golf course when I came here back in September. So the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I've got a rucksack on and not a set of golf clubs. That's because, unfortunately, we were very lucky a few days ago when we visited Dornoch. We came out of the snow and into the sun. We've come away from the sun and very much into the snow, or frost at least. Spey Valley is closed and looking, as you can see, a whole lot different to what it did on my visit in September. So I'm partly disappointed, but I still reckon this place looks absolutely idyllic. We'll get some nice photographs, and of course I will make that big reveal. So I think it was 3 episodes ago when we finally arrived in Dornoch, I suggested it was perhaps time to quit for the winter, and maybe we should have given up then. But it's still nice to get out and produce some kind of episode, and it won't be perfect today. You won't see a single golf shop, but you will still see, or hopefully, an idea of what Spey Valley is like. Because for me, I came here in September having not seen or heard a great deal about this place, and it is a vastly underrated and unknown golf course that I think more people should be aware of. It's in Aviemore, which is a gorgeous place in itself to visit, but to have this golf course, and it doesn't seem to be, like I said, on people's radar. So hopefully we'll do that with today's video and some of that drone that you've also just seen. But I think it's about time we give at least the first announcement, because there's not just one, there's 2 pieces of news that I need to share with you. I think the first thing I need to talk to you about is these things, hand warmers. Oh my word, they're a revelation. Never bothered with them in the past, and they're just genius things. Anyway, I'm going to get the drone up and see what it looks like in the frost. Now, just in this bag, by the way, is steals from the breakfast bar this morning. Anyway, drone up, see what you think of this in the frost, compare it to what you've just seen in late summer. This is a Macdonald resort, and I'm staying in one of the Macdonald hotels that's in Aviemore, because they've got quite a few up here, and I've also featured Macdonald hotels quite a lot in this last 12 months, and that might give you a clue as to where we're going with the first announcement. But drone first, and we'll speak in a second or two. not too sure which number hole this is. It's a par 3. I think we're at the furthest end of the course. Tee off back up on the top there. Gorgeous lake, and into this lovely green, which even in with the frost on it, you can see the shaping. I won't stand on it, and we'll stay off it, but it's a gorgeous backdrop, and with the with the little lake in the backdrop there, so pretty, just all round. And imagine this, well, you've seen it on the drone, just how pretty it is. Anyway, back to the storyline. Macdonald hotels. We filmed at 5 venues, which has been Linden Hall, Spey Valley, which is the one we're at today, Hill Valley, Cadrona, and also very close to me, which is Portal. Each of those are a hotel and golf course complex. And then Macdonald Hotel Group, we've got a whole host all around the UK. We've partnered with Macdonald Hotels for 2025, which is really good for me, but it also has a very positive outcome for you as well. Well, certainly if you live in the UK or visit in the UK. So the first thing for me, having a partner that can provide us with accommodation has been great, and also you'll be seeing a lot of content from the 5 venues that I've mentioned that we'll film at throughout the year. So really happy, really pleased, and really grateful to Macdonald Hotels for once again supporting the channel. But for you golfers, there is an opportunity to get 20% off your green fees at those 5 venues. Now, AVG20 is the code that you'll need to quote, and it's all up and running. It's all good to go. It might be something you make use of right now, but there's plenty of good winter offers on. So I'm glad that, yes, it's a huge benefit for me in terms of a partnership and a channel, but also as subscribers, as viewers, as supporters of the channel, you finally get something out of it. So they're well worth playing. Go and take a look at some of those videos that we filmed in the past. Get yourself a tee time booked and enjoy 20% off at the same time. How nice is this? It's almost nice not to play golf for a change, dare I say it, just to have a little wander around. And I always say that golf courses can be in some of those picturesque locations, and this is definitely one of them. Just walking down the 9th and reminding me of this how great hole is. Dogleg right to left, really clever design. Bunker waiting what effectively is on the line that you want to go on as extra sort of trouble, and then you tuck back to the left hand side, and the green is well hidden away at the moment. But a super hole, and the golf course, like I said, has just got real good variety. What you're not seeing at the minute, this is all heather, so I'd pretty much describe it as a heathland style course. And again, I keep referring back to the original drone we did, but such a good design, really good layout, really interesting layout as well, and plenty of variation. But the final, or the main piece of big news that I've got is that finally next year, 2025, is going to see the launch of what we're going to call the Average Golfer Challenge Trophy. But ultimately, we're going to find who is the average golfer of the year in 2025. And that's 4 events that I need to tell you about. And hopefully, you will be playing in one of those. Well, the 15th hole is another, I don't know what the signature hole is. I would assume it's got to be the 15th. But they have got a fair few that are pretty good to look at and play. Well, I wouldn't know. I've been here twice and not at a golf ball yet. Anyway, the big news. I said the event is on. We've got 4 qualifying events that are on screen for you now in terms of the dates, where they're at. The website is now live. Now, obviously, there are limited spaces. So if you want to play, be quick. Tea times are going to be, well, they'll be hotter than an Oasis reunion ticket, let me tell you. So get onto that website now. No prizes have been announced as yet, but trust me, they're going to be impressive. But the real news is the grand final, because every winner of each of those events is going to go through to the grand final. So 4 finalists. But it's going to be filmed. Every single shot of every competitor in that final will be filmed and shown live on my YouTube channel. It's not something that I've seen done before. It's something certainly we haven't done before, and I think it'll be fantastic. There'll be lots of footage that we film at each of the events and lots of social media stuff going on, but the grand final, if you get there, you'll be on YouTube and every single shot of yours will be shown. You'll not only win the title, but you will also get a pretty damn good prize, and there'll be prizes for the top 4, but we're going to be working on some special prizes which I can't announce yet, but trust me, they're going to be very, very good indeed. So the only sponsor, the title sponsor right now of the event, is in partnership with Macdonald Hotels, and I will announce as we go along who else is involved, and it will be pretty exciting. But for now, don't go anywhere too soon, because I've got a little bit of this video to finish off. Get yourself onto the website, book yourself a tea time, and I look forward to seeing you at one of those events, hopefully next year. So finally, that is probably our last travel video of the year. We shall see what happens in the next few weeks, but just to explain that obviously today's episode has been quite a bit different. Travel content is extremely difficult to film this time of year. I know that you want to see it, and believe me, I want to film it, but there has got to be some realization that it's not always possible, and I try and ensure that we keep putting some kind of content out that provides some form of entertainment. So I'll do my very best to keep this off the beaten track series going as regularly and as frequent as possible during these winter months. But like I said, it's not as easy as it may seem, and today is a typical example of that. Right, that's me done. Thanks as ever for watching. Don't forget, AVG20, get you some discount off green fees, get yourself entered into the competition, but be quick, because I am concerned that we've only got limited tea time spaces available, and it'd be so nice to meet some of you in person next year, and then that grand final. I can't wait to film that and see what we managed to create, which should be a real interesting event. Right, I'm done. Back to the hotel. Thank you to Macdonald Hotels for that long-term partnership and for putting me up tonight as well. I'll see you all very soon. If it's not a travel video next week, then don't forget, Wednesday and Friday I still post some form of content, so make sure you tune into that. See you soon.